For those of you who don't know me, my name is Frank Gutierrez. For those of you that do, I don't want to thank anybody, single out anybody, because I feel that you all affected me, helped me to grow in your own way. So I want to thank you all. Growing up, I was just like everybody else. I didn't have a father. My mother did her best. I did have a stepfather that I looked up to. And we used to go visit him. And he hardly ever lived with us, so we had to go visit him, and I was told that he was in college. I'm sure people have heard that before. So, because I wanted to be like him, I studied, I tried to be the best in school and straight A student. And when I became a teenager, I found out that he wasn't in college, that he was in prison. So, again, I wanted to be like him, so I wanted to be a thug. And that didn't get me nowhere. It got me in prison for life. And growing up in the gangs and in prison, I did everything I could to try to build my image. I felt like what I did determined who I was. So I raised my hand. Let me go do it. Let me go do the next shooting. Let me go do the next stabbing. And I try to build my image. And it wasn't what I thought it was. When I was going to my first board hearing, I had to meet with a psychologist who told me, after our interview, she says, "Look, Mr. Gutierrez, I'm going to be honest with you. My board report's not going to be favorable for parole. You're a very violent man, and I don't think you should be on the streets." She goes, "However, I'm intrigued with you. I feel that you're a very articulate man. When you smile, you look like a kid. But I look into your eyes and I see a savage beast." And she goes, I'm really intrigued with you and I want to meet with you. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? I'll meet with her, but I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to clip me for the next board hearing. So I started meeting with her, and I went to board and they just laughed at me. So I started meeting with her, and she was about this tall. But she was not scared of nobody. She looked me in the eyes and she told me everything that was wrong with me. And she worked with me and she helped me to incorporate values into my life that define me as an individual. I had an uncle that used to always get on my case. He didn't really believe in me. He believed that I could do better. And so I called him while I was in prison. I'm like, "Uncle, I've done a lot of work on myself. I've studied law for a lot of years. I've educated myself in here. I learned how to write, grammar, punctuation, everything." And he's like, "Yeah, well, I'm really glad for you, but what you lack is integrity." And, that just bugged me because for me, in prison, I was taught that integrity was, image building. You do what you can to make yourself, have a big name. And so it bugged me, like, what's this integrity? And then when I went in front of this lady, this therapist, she started telling me too, you have good intentions, but you lack integrity. And so I was like, man, teach me integrity. And so I just want you all to know that like I said, integrity is a big word, and a lot of us are misled in what it really is. So I'm going to give you if any of you have been misled about integrity like I was, I'm going to break it down for you a little bit, okay? A person with integrity does not have divided loyalties. That would be duplicity. Nor is he or she merely pretending. That would be hypocrisy. People with integrity are whole people. They can be identified by their single-mindedness. People with integrity have nothing to hide or nothing to fear. Their lives are open books. B.J. Gilbert Beer says, "A person of integrity is one who has established a system of values against which all of life is judged." Integrity is not what we do so much as who we are, and who we are in turn determines what we do. Our system of values is so much a part of us we cannot separate it from ourselves. It becomes a navigating system that guides us. It establishes priorities in our lives and judges what we will accept or reject. We are all faced with conflicting desires. No matter how spiritual, can avoid this battle. Integrity is a factor that determines which one will prevail. We struggle daily with situations that demand decisions between what we want to do and what we ought to do. Integrity establishes the ground rules for resolving these tensions. It determines who we are and how we will respond before the conflict even appears. Integrity welds what we say, think, and do into a whole person, so that permission is never granted for one of these to be out of sync. Integrity binds our person together and fosters a spirit of contentment within us. It will not allow our lips to violate our hearts. When integrity is the referee, we will be consistent. Our beliefs will be mirrored by our conduct. There will be no discrepancy between what we appear to be and what our family knows we are, whether in times of prosperity or adversity. Integrity allows us to predetermine what we will be, regardless of circumstances, persons involved, or the places of our testing. Integrity is not only the referee between two desires, it is the pivotal point between a happy person and a divided spirit. It frees us to be whole persons no matter what comes our way. The first key to greatness, Socrates reminds us, is to be in reality what we appear to be. Too often we try to be a human doing before we have become a human being. To earn trust, we have to be authentic. For that to happen, one must come across as a good musical composition does. The words and the music must match. So I just want to leave you with one thing. Everybody in this world can give up on you. Everybody. Even Father Greg, everybody can give up on you. But it's not over until you give up on yourself. Alright? So I want to thank you all. I'm moving on. Tomorrow's my last day. I'll be around. I consider you family. I love you all.